Good afternoon. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is still Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And can I get a whole tide? Not roll tide. Whole. H-O-L-E. Tide. That's his name. Showed his ass up again. He just get the hell. Get your ass out of here, man. Ah. Sorry about that, y'all. Uninvited guest. Thank y'all for tuning in for another episode. I really appreciate it. Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. I got distracted. I'm sitting here in my truck waiting to get unloaded at this new spot, right? And I'm looking out my window. And I'm thanking God that I got AC in this truck. Now, we've been talking from time to time about there's some strange things going on in this world that didn't go on 20 years ago, 30 years ago. We talk from time to time about how much things have changed for the worse at that. Not just changed, things have changed for the worst in this world. And we've all noticed, well, most of us have noticed most of it. We've noticed the changes. The dealings between men and women, relationships, have changed a lot over the past 30 years. A dramatic difference in the way things were 30 years ago compared to now when it comes to man and woman relationships. Not only do people not want to get married no more, people don't even want relationships. I don't even want to be your boyfriend, girlfriend, none of that shit. When we talk about how much the world has changed for the worst. You can't have friends no more. Just a friend. Just hang out, go to the club, go to the football game, go to the party, whatever. Friend. Your friend can't stand you. Can't have that no more. When we talk about how the world has changed for the worse. You can't work one job and pay your bills unless you're making $1 million a year. You can't live comfortably off one job no more. No, we talk about all this. This is stuff we talk about on a daily basis of how the world has changed for the worst. But one thing we haven't really mentioned much, and we're going to get into it in this video. And yes, we've always dealt with this since the beginning of time. This is on a whole nother level. That's letting me know something wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Something ain't right. We're in the middle of something. Somebody go on, this ain't right. And what I'm talking about, I was watching the news last night. And the weatherman said heat index 112 degrees. Which means it's going to be 102 degrees base. But on your skin, it's going to feel like 112. And I said, homeboy, if it feels like 112, it is 112. So today he said it's going to be 112 degrees. And if you don't have to go outside, don't go outside. What kind of shit is that to tell human beings? We built to go outside. We made to go outside, but now the world has got to a point where you can't go outside no more. It's dangerous. Not to go to war. We know that's dangerous. He ain't say going to war is dangerous. We know that's dangerous. Going on Stovall Street in Whistle, Alabama. 9 o'clock at night is dangerous. 45 in Pritchard, Alabama. Any time of the day is dangerous. We know this, right? We know going to war is dangerous. We know not eating healthy is dangerous. Swimming in shark-infested waters is dangerous. Letting black people know you're not a Democrat if you're black, dangerous. But now, something I never thought would be dangerous, something that we were built to do, something that we have to do. As humans, we have to go outside. Now, just step out your front door. If you ain't got all kind of cream on and covering and all that type shit, you got to get in and out. You can't just hang out outside. You got to drink 2 gallons of water and electrolytes, and you got to do all kind of precautions just to go outside. But when I grew up in the 70s as a child, in the dog days of summer, we go outside and play all day long from morning to night. No heat strokes, nobody passing out, nothing. You can't tell me this heat we dealing with, these temperatures we dealing with, have always been like this. You can't tell me this ain't that. This something new. Ain't no way. When I was a child, I would have been outside playing all day long in this shit. Ain't no way. I remember one day, the weatherman said, tomorrow, extreme heat, 88 degrees. Everybody was like, damn, it's gonna be hot. I remember that, I was probably about 9, 10 years old. I still remember that sticking out of my head because of the temperatures we dealing with now. I remember the weatherman said some shit like it's gonna be like 85 to 88, some shit like that for a high. In the dog days, remember the dog days of summer when you were little? You remember that, y'all? Was it like that when you grew up? The way if it rained outside. And you know, when we was kids from Mobile, where I'm from, my little neighborhood, if it rained real hard and the street would flood a little bit, and as kids, we used to like to go out there and play in the rain, the flooded rainwater, we used to, like in the pool. We had that wading in it, swimming in it, playing in the middle of the street done flooded. But sometimes it would rain so hard, it'll flood. And we used to love that shit. So as soon as it started raining, we go out there, we in the middle of the street, in the flood water, playing. But we knew during the dog days of summer, they call it dog days, you can't go out there in that water because you're going to get sores. For some reason, we thought it's something to do with the dogs, and the dogs made the water nasty, like real dogs, because they call it dog days. So we thought maybe the dogs did something to the rainwater, well, it make us break out in sores. But really it was just our mom not wanting us to get in the water and told us we'd get sores. That was a lie. But it worked because during the dog days, we wouldn't get in the water when it rained. Our mom didn't want to come into the house having to wash them nasty clothes. We had to waiting around in that nasty ass water. But even during the dog days of summer, 1979, that was extreme heat, like 87. We was on heat alert at 87 degrees. Now here it is 112. I can see that film. You see how you can see the heat coming off the ground? It looks like the Invisible Man moving. You ever seen the movie with the Invisible Man? You can still see his outline, but you can't see him. It looked like the Invisible Man walking out there. The fumes or whatever coming up off the pavement. I can see the fumes through my window. What's up with that is what I want to know. I don't know if it's global warming. I don't know if we're getting close to hell. That hell is getting closer or some shit. I don't know. Global warming, hell, somebody left the stove on outside. I don't know what the F it is. But this ain't no normal heat. This ain't regular. And it ain't okay. This is dangerous. Deadly. The man said, take precautions. If you don't have to be outside, don't even go outside. That's a natural human event. Going outside. Humans don't naturally just stay in the goddamn house. But now they tell you stay indoors. No, that's an alert. Stay indoors. Something wrong here. I don't know what it is. Call me a conspiracy theorist, whatever. Doom and gloom. Oh, is the earth getting closer to the sun? You know they say the damn, what's it called, ice, Arctic, whatever that shit, melting. It's too goddamn hot, ladies and gentlemen. Something happening. Something going on. I don't know if it's global warming. I don't know if it's man-made. I ain't gonna debate with y'all about that. But what I know is this ain't no normal heat for Earth. Been here 53 years. This ain't normal. Do y'all have an idea of what the hell going on with this extreme heat? I would like to know. Get it, got it good. Bye.